What is up, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt, where Derek and I discuss music and movies and movie franchises and video games and all manner of things, entertainment. And we overall just have a great time. We are still wearing the exact same clothes we were in the previous episode because we are recording this just a few moments after we finished the last episode.
Yeah, so make sure to check out our video on the Alien franchise. Because you will find a lot of scholarly discussion, especially by the time we hit Alien Covenant.
I think the scholarly stuff definitely began at Resurrection, but it continued to get scholarly throughout the rest of the video.
Super scholars.
Yeah. So, anyway, that being said, we are not going to do the little bit at the beginning, probably that we normally do. What have you been listening to? All that kind of shit. Because we literally just asked that to each other like moments ago. So,
yeah.
if you really want to know bad enough, just go watch the Alien episode, and you'll know what we've been up to lately. And you'll be all caught up.
Or you could basically just go back and watch any of the videos from the last few days, or like not days, but weeks. Because I've just been on a kill switch kick, and it will not stop.
Yeah, that happens, dude. I'm telling you, I get in those fucking moods all the time. Kill switch just takes over. Howard just like grabs me by the balls and takes me with him, dude. I love it.
Yeah, that 100%. That is, yeah.
It's great stuff.
But yeah, what are we doing today? Because I forgot since we last talked about it.
It's been so long. I know we've had quite a long period of time before we discussed. We are going to be doing the top 10 albums of the year 2005.
Yes. And as I previously stated at the end of our Alien franchise video, which, yeah, I know I've already said it once, check it out. 2005 was the hardest year for me to do.
This was a tough one.
Looking back on it, the 19-ish years since 2005, 7 of these albums, actually that's a lie, 8 of these albums have been number 1 at one point in time. Which I know I'm going to get a real weird glance about one of them. But all I'm going to say is piss off. It's my list. You weren't there. Don't tell me how to live my life. Okay.
Hell yeah. Well, I cannot wait to hear that one because I'm curious.
I'm ready to defend myself.
I'm sure. We'll see because I'm curious as to what that could possibly be. Considering we've had some pretty out there similarities in some of our situations that we weren't really expecting. So interesting. Interesting. All right. So I can't remember who started last time. But if you
we didn't. We haven't even went through the rules.
Oh yeah. For anybody new to the channel, we do top 10 albums of a specific year. Obviously, we're going through the 2000s right now. We've done everything up to this point: 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. This week we're doing 2005. Yep, check all those out, please. They are super fun. They're super fun to talk about. And the rules here will be no different than they have in the past. No EPs, no demos, no re-releases, no greatest hits, no remasters. Yeah, they have to be full-length studio albums that were released in the year of 2005, or if the previous videos you're looking at 2004, 2003, and so forth. But this week we are focusing on 2005, so they have to be full-length albums from this year, and that's it. That's really it. And I don't think it's been a while since I've made this list. It was a couple months ago now, so if I did put any EPs or re-releases in here, I don't remember, but I don't think so. I think we're good.
If he does, I'll call him out on it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you'll know before I do, off the top of your head. But also, we will have an honorable mentions section right before we do our number 1 pick for the year. And that is where we are allowed to put in demos, re-releases, whatever, if we feel like they were worthy of being honorably mentioned, of course. So this is usually where I throw in EPs if the EP was particularly good that year or whatever. And then I think Derek also mentioned that he has a couple of extra sections, a worst EP of the year, and another what the fuck category this week. So that should be fun. I don't think I had any of those, but that's okay, because we're going to be talking about some bangers, some not so bangers, and everything in between. So
yes.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and kick it off, go ahead with your number 10, man. Or if you had anything else to add to that, but...
No, I'm good to go.
Sweet.
So, number 10, released March 29th, 2005. Gasoline by Theory of a Dead Man.
I see.
Yeah, now, I'm not fully defending this one. This one was never a number one in my mind. Though it is a very good album. I'm not going to say it's not. The first 3 Theory of a Dead Man albums I thought were really, really good. But then, like, this one, No Surprise was the big radio hit. No Way Out, Hating Hollywood, Quiver, Santa Monica. If you haven't heard Santa Monica by Theory of a Dead Man, please just do yourself a favor. But Better Off, Say Goodbye. This album was great. And just the time period, it's Nickelback-esque, I know, but fuck it. It's a good album. Like, that's all the more I've got to say about that. Like, love this album. You should check it out. But if you're not going to check the whole thing out, just check out Santa Monica. And then if you don't like it, something's wrong with you, go to a doctor. But if you do like it, then you can thank me later. But yeah, number 10, Gasoline, Theory of a Dead Man.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Nickelback, because...
Number 10?
Number 10, All the Right Reasons by Nickelback. Dude, I cannot even explain to you how many times I listened to this fucking album when I was younger, dude. Yeah. I listened to this thing all the time. I knew, like, just about every word to the fucking every song on the fucking thing. Obviously, it had Saving Me and Far Away, Animals, Photograph. And let's just take a good moment to appreciate the Photograph meme that has just been all over the internet since forever ago, and it's just a great meme format. We gotta love it. And we wouldn't have that.
Look at this photograph. Oh.
Wrong band.
Wrong band.
But we would not have that amazing meme, all the funny jokes and stuff, had it not been for this album. So there's that. But yes, that is my number 10, and I am not ashamed. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, fight me in the comments. We'll talk about it.
Oh.
I know I'm gonna catch some flack, and you're probably also gonna catch some flack, because I know it's on your list somewhere. It's got to be, even if it's on honorable mention. I know it's there somewhere, and I know we're probably gonna catch flack from somebody just for it being Nickelback. So, fuck you.
That's what I got to say to you right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, not you, but like them, the Nickelback haters. So I went on a big long spiel about that. Go get fucked. That's the end.
Yeah. Like what you like, man.
Yeah. Number 9, released December 28th of 2005. Inhuman Rampage by Dragon Force.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, do I need to say anything besides Through the Fire and Flames? Like,
yeah, no, you don't. That's literally just.
But
I could
don't
say
worry,
it all.
I'm going. I'm going to though. Revolution Death Squad, Operation Ground and Pound, Cry for Eternity, Trail of Broken Hearts. This
so
album,
good. So
this
good.
album is peak Dragon peak Dragon Force.
Yeah,
there we go.
I agree. Everything about it. So good.
Yeah, and this is no lie. Through the Fire and Flames is legit one of my favorite songs because of Guitar Hero 3. Because that thing was I don't know how I've ever beaten it on expert. I don't, because it took a lot of time, a lot of practice. I've only beat it like 5 times.
Oh, but, I have never even got touching close to beating it on expert. Maybe hard, but I couldn't do it on expert.
It's rough, but just that alone, playing that many times, listening, like, I know that's just one song off of the album, but I mean, they did release Revolution Death Squad and Operation Ground and Pound, and there was one off of Ultra Beatdown that they put out, Heroes Over Time. I think that was the other that was in that Guitar Hero 3 DLC pack.
Yeah,
but it's Inhuman Rampage, Dragon Force number 9. Everybody should know what. Everybody should have at least heard Through the Fire and Flames.
Oh yeah, that's the song that put them on the map. Guitar Hero 3 put that shit on the map for a. I mean, nobody outside of Europe would have ever got into Dragon Force had it not been for that. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
Because they weren't super massive or anything. Like they weren't huge at the time. And then Guitar Hero came out, and then obviously that song became famous or infamous rather. Everybody loved it. It's such a fucking banger. It's so fast, upbeat, and just crazy heavy, but also super melodic. And then, of course, ZP on vocals just kills it, and it's good stuff.
Yeah. But anyways, go ahead.
Number 9. Also released October 4th, 2005. I guess I didn't mention my number 10, All the Right Reasons, also released October 4th, 2005. Is Flyleaf by Flyleaf.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, dude, I don't really give a shit that I am a almost 29-year-old. I'll be 29 next week. Next week, yeah. Holy shit, that's weird to think about. I don't care that
you're old.
I don't give a shit that I'm a 29-year-old fully bearded man with a 15-inch long beard and tattoos, and I'm wearing a Cradle of Filth shirt right now. I get down to some fucking Flyleaf, dude. Shit is intense, and I love every second of it. Yeah, dude, it's so good. Fully Alive, I'm So Sick. All Around Me, of course, obviously. Also, just a quick shout out. This was not in 2005, but Austin Dickey's band, well, one of his bands, he's got tons of projects, but Austin Dickey's project, I'll have to remember the name of it, but they did a fucking, like, heavy cover of I'm So Sick. And it's so good. And, dude, it's brutal as fuck. And, I love it. Go check it out if you haven't checked it out. Just look up Austin Dickey, I'm So Sick. I'm sure it'll pop up, but go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, no, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I recently, while I was delivering at like the last couple weeks that I was delivering at Amazon, I had a really weird craving to go back to this album, and I just went back and listened to a shit ton of Flyleaf as well as this album just for a while I was delivering packages and shit. So I just roll up to people's houses to drop their packages off, and they'd hear like Flyleaf blowing out of my fucking van's windows and shit. Because I had my shit connected to the Bluetooth. I didn't use headphones. And, just blasting out of my fucking van. They seen me get out of the van, they're probably like, what the fuck? But, yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I never got big into Flyleaf. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm So Sick is awesome. I love that song, but the rest of it, it's all like,
I love
it,
dude.
Bad. It's not bad. It's just not up my alley kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, I got you. I feel you. That's that's my number 9 though. Flyleaf by Flyleaf.
Okay. Number 8. Released September 27th, 2005. Extreme Behavior by Hinder.
Whoa. I don't know. I don't actually know why I'm surprised by that. I'm not surprised. What the fuck? I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I was going to say you really shouldn't be.
No.
Like,
yeah, I mean, it's a banger, obviously, but I don't know why for a second I was surprised that it would be on your list, but then I'm like, no. That makes sense. That checks out.
No, I legit thought it came out in 2006 because I remember hearing "Get Stoned" on the radio back in the day. Go home
and get stoned.
Get stoned.
We can end up making love instead of misery.
Yeah, I won't lie. I hated that song the first time I heard it.
I think most people did.
I was like, the song sucks ass.
And
Like
I think it
thought
just grows on you.
Yeah, I thought it was garbage, but then my buddy Matt, he was like, "Dude, you need to check out what was it? It was Shoulda. You need to listen to Shoulda by Hinder, and then Bliss, Nothing Good About Goodbye. Check those songs out."
Yeah.
And yeah, sure enough, by the time I had listened to the entire album, which yes does include Lips of an Angel, and I know it's overplayed, not going to deny that, but back before it was released as a single, it was a very good ballad. I will say that much.
I like it.
But then radio ruined it, of course. But
Yeah.
this album, minus Lips of an Angel, all of it is just great,
Yeah.
just awesome. So if you're in your teen years, struggling with life, love,
Drugs.
alcohol, drugs,
Yeah.
this album literally is screaming for you to listen to it, and I promise you'll vibe with it. But yeah, number 8, Hinder, Extreme Behavior.
Yeah, so while we're talking about it, because it's not like on my top 10 list, but I do have it as an honorable mention. I just have a little quick story, but that album in particular, I had heard Lips of an Angel and probably a couple of other songs by them, and I was just like, I loved it so much. And at the time I had my CD player, and so I was just getting CDs. I didn't have an iPod or anything yet, and even after I got my iPod, I was still getting CDs to burn onto my iPod, so I wasn't just like getting them off of iTunes and shit. And we were visiting my Aunt Kathy, I think. Shout out Aunt Kathy if you're watching this. I know you're subscribed to the channel, but we were visiting
Thanks, Aunt Kathy.
Yeah, I love you, Aunt Kathy. She we went to the store or something, and I asked my mom if I could get that album. And keep in mind, I was young. Okay, I was younger anyway. And my mom seen the album cover, which obviously has a very nice pair of breets, a very lovely lady in lingerie sitting on the fucking bed, but yeah, she was just probably like, yeah, I guess so, but she had recognized the Lips of an Angel song. She had heard that one from the radio, so she was just like, oh, okay, that's fine.
That's a sweet song.
Didn't think to look into any of it any further than that, and we were playing it in the car on the way back to my Aunt Kathy's house. Keep in mind, we were in Aunt Kathy's car. Yes, Aunt Kathy and my Uncle Bill, shout out Uncle Bill, love you too, were both present while we were listening to this song. And if you know, at least from what I remember, is Get Stoned is the first song on the album.
It is.
So yeah, the 10-15 minute car ride back was a little awkward, but I'm almost certain, and Aunt Kathy, you can correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe you don't even remember, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you pulled my mom aside and was just asking, hey, are you sure you know like what he's listening to? Shit, just like genuinely concerned, because obviously my age, I probably shouldn't have been listening to shit like that, but I don't know.
Your dad was Blair in Iowa, but Jesus Christ, not the Hinder. Not the Hinder.
I mean, in fairness, most of that stuff I probably couldn't have understood to begin with Iowa, because I couldn't understand screaming and shit at the time. So
yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
I guess you could understand. Oh, you were all raw, or you're all fucked and overrated. I think I'm gonna be sick and it's your fault. I guess that was pretty crystal clear, but still, wrong, fucked and overrated. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I just thought that was funny. I have very fond memories of that album. Some not so fond memories, obviously, because the reasons I was listening to it was depression and girl problems and not so
100%.
Great other things and shit too. But anyway,
Yeah.
Oh wait, so that's my turn, isn't it? Fuck. Number 8. Mm-hmm. My number 8 also released in September 14th, 2005. By a band. I'm sure if you've been watching this show so far for the last couple of episodes of the top 10 of so-and-so year, you'll probably recognize Children of Bodom, the album Are You Dead Yet? I know every fucking album they've released is just popping up on all my lists, but dude, I'm telling you right now, they are fucking bangers through and through, and you just have to go and listen to them if you haven't already. Now, I will say that after Are You Dead Yet, they did kind of go onto a point where they were just kind of sounding exactly the same for a little while. Maybe that was after the next album. I'm like blanking on what one came next, but I know there was a couple years where a lot of their shit was just sounding exactly the same through and through. So they had seen something that they thought worked in a previous album, and they were like, okay, let's do that, but all the time. So that kind of sucked. I will say that. So those albums probably will not make my top 10s, but this one, for sure, without a doubt, the self-titled song, Are You Dead Yet? Absolutely phenomenal.
Freaking Punch Me, I Bleed.
Yeah, Bastards of Bodom.
If You Want Peace, Prepare for War, of course.
Yeah, good shit. They did a Rebel Yell cover by Billy Idol.
That's just a good song that like every band ever covers, because it's so good.
This is a heavy version of course, because Children of Bodom is melodic death metal, but there's that, and then of course they did Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears, also metal cover. It's phenomenal. Awesome cover.
They're having some fun with it.
Oh yeah, they never take themselves too seriously, and that's what I love about them, and especially with the type of music they play. And then Talk Dirty to Me by Poison as well. It's great. Good album with some cool covers on it. And overall, the rest of the album is just really good through and through as well. But yeah, number 8, Are You Dead Yet by Children of Bodom.
No, literally right when you said, yeah, you've seen this one pop up on my list before. I already typed in Children of Bodom. Like,
yeah.
I just couldn't remember which album it was.
Trust me, they won't be frequenting my lists for the rest of the time, more than likely, just because they just like sounded exactly the same for a while, and I'm like, guys, what are you fucking doing, man? What are you doing?
All right, everybody, ready to watch Jacob's ass fall out of his mouth?
Oh, good.
Released.
I'm ready to watch my ass fall out of my mouth.
Released October 3rd, 2005. The Poison, Bullet for My Valentine.
What?
Yeah.
For number 7?
Yeah.
What?
That's how good 2005 was.
For number 7?
Number 7. Yes, sir. And I'll be 100% honest. Scream Aim Fire is my jam. Poison.
Oh, yeah.
Not so much. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm more of a Scream Aim Fire. I'm Thrash Bullet, like hard Scream Aim Fire. Love that album. But yeah, The Poison. This album, I'll be completely honest, I don't even remember actually listening to anything on this album until 2007, I believe. It's when All These Things I Hate was flying around mainstream radio. But yeah, 4 words, freaking Tears Don't Fall, Spit You Out, The End, The Poison. I mean, this is a great album. It's just Scream Aim Fire is what I prefer from Bullet. But yeah, definitely check this one out. I'm not going to talk too much more on it, but yeah. So number 7, The Poison, Bullet for My Valentine.
Hang on. Yeah, dude, number 7, really? Mm-hmm. God damn, you're cutting deep, buddy. Cutting deep. Oh, yep. Man, that's rough.
Dude, I'm not joking. 2005 was the hardest year, and I'm not lying. 8 of these albums, including, I guess, The Poison for a little bit, probably back in like 2000. I'm not gonna put a year on it. I was like, yeah, this would be my top album from 2005.
Okay, so I kind of expected it to not be as high on your list as it is on mine, but I did expect it to be further. I did expect it to be a little further.
That's how I feel about Nickelback, you bitch.
Man, that's wild, but no, that's fair. Okay, that's fair. But anyway, what are we on? We're on number 7.
Yes.
Okay, number 7, released December 6th, 2005. Korn. See you on the other side. Obviously, this album is, without a doubt, probably Korn's best album. I think it's Korn's best album. Other than Follow the Leader, but I like See You on the Other Side quite a bit. And it's probably just because of the time that I got into Korn, of course, was around that time. And I don't know. I've never been a super hardcore, like, heavy Korn fan, to be honest with you. I've listened to, like, bits and pieces of their shit. But
same here.
I've never been a giant Korn fan, but this album, for whatever reason, spoke to me a lot more than the rest of their shit did. Maybe it's just because, I don't know, it was just kind of everywhere, and it's just what everybody was playing and shit, and it just so happens to be the stuff that I liked from them. But Twisted Transistor and Souvenir, Throw Me Away, Love Song, Coming Undone is one of my favorite. Actually, Coming Undone is my favorite Korn song of all time, by a landslide. I don't know why. I just love the fuck out of it. You don't like Coming Undone?
No, I actually hate that song.
I love Coming Undone, dude. It just, like, I don't know, it's groovy as shit, and it just makes me do one of these the whole time. I'm just like staying face. Just
there was
so good.
Like, that was big on radio, so anybody that was trying to be cool, that's what they played from Korn. One thing I will ask, did you ever listen to the bonus tracks on there was a special edition of See You on the Other Side. It came with 2 discs. The bonus track songs, which was Eaten Up Inside and It's Me Again, are actually better than everything that's on the album. That's not a knock on the album, because I do have this in my honorable mentions, because, yeah, like, Tenor Two-Way, Souvenir, this is a very, very good Korn album. I don't think I'd even say second best, because I like Take a Look in the Mirror a lot. But Follow the Leader and Issues, I'd say that both of those are definitely above this one. And probably.
I like this one, and then Follow the Leader, and then Issues. Those are really the only Korn albums I listen to be honest with you. I don't know. I just never got big into Korn. As I don't know, a lot of people are surprised by that because of the other shit that I listened to, but I don't know. It just wasn't my thing.
I feel you completely. Like, I'll check their stuff out, but I'm not like, oh my, Korn put out a new single.
Yeah. Like,
I haven't been big into Korn ever. I've liked it, and I'll definitely bump a good bit of it, but yeah, it's never big into it either. So I get you on that one. I
think Korn's one of those bands, in my opinion, that, like, once you've heard a couple of their albums, you've heard all of it. You know, like, it's a lot of the same stuff. A lot of it's good. A lot of it's really good, but
there's a lot of it that's also fucking straight ass too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there. And I think and then there's also, like, a single every now and then that pops out that I'm like, okay, yeah, I fuck with this. I think Oildale, I think, was one. I liked Oildale a lot, but I can't think of, like, anything else that's come. You don't like Oildale either?
No, I was going to say, spoiler alert for a future video. I will be talking in depth about a Korn album, but not for a good reason.
Really? Interesting.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the rest of that album in particular was not great, but I don't know, for whatever reason I liked Oildale. I don't know.
Basically, Korn after See You on the Other Side until The Nothing, maybe? Just garbage. Just doo-doo garbage.
Yeah, like I said, they've released, like, a couple of catchy singles once in a while, but other than that, I just don't keep up with Korn.
Yeah, we're talking about a 10+ year span of just straight poop.
That's a lot of poop.
That's a lot of thin.
Dude, yeah. That's a lot. That's like Iowa State Fair level of shit right there.
It's bad.
Poop everywhere. Trust me, I worked there for 1 year. It was wild. There's a lot of shit. Cow shit, but still shit nonetheless.
It's still poop.
Poop is poop, man. Anyway, what you got for number... What are we on? 6?
Number 6. Okay. Let's watch Jacob's ass fall out of his mouth again. Not because of this pick, but because this pick is higher than Bullet, and I stand by it. Number 6, released May 17th, 2005.
Oh,
Mesmerized by System of a Down.
what? What did you just say?
Mesmerized, System of a Down.
No
Number 6.
fucking way, dude.
Yeah, that was the reaction I was wanting from my last one, but I got it nonetheless.
What?
This is the only System of a Down album that I like top to bottom.
That's why I was surprised that you fucking had that over Bullet. Especially the Poison, because in my personal opinion, Scream and Fire, boom. The Poison, boom. Like, there's no competition there, in my opinion. Those are their best albums by a landslide.
Scream and Fire, Fever.
Oh, no.
The Poison.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
Poison's
no.
number 3. Poison's number 3 for
The
me.
Fever is number 3.
No. No, sometimes Fever slips to number 1, too. But...
No, you have lost your mind, dude.
Nope, you've lost your ass.
No,
it fell out of your mouth. It fell out of your mouth. But yeah, like I said, this is the only System of a Down album that I like all the way through. Other than that, I find a lot of their stuff annoying.
That is
being
wild,
honest.
dude. Holy shit.
But I mean, shit. Soldier Side is just an intro on this. Love it. It's a minute and 4 seconds of just, okay, we're gearing up for a ride. And then BYOB just boom, knocks you in the face. And before you know it, it's violent pornography and you're really just bumping and jamming. Then it closes out Old School Hollywood and Lost in Hollywood. Just, this album, God, I listened to this album so freaking much when it came out. Like, and you guys have known in the other appearances of System of a Down in the previous videos, I don't like Toxicity. I like Aerials and Chop Suey. That's it. I hated Steal this album. Like, despise that album. This album, I genuinely love.
It's a banger, dude. This album is a banger.
Yeah.
And it's going to pain you to understand that I don't have it in my list. It is an honorable mention.
God, that's weird.
So I will go ahead and talk about it here, but of course
That's weird.
It's obviously not because it's a bad album by any stretch. It's solely because I listen to these other ones way more. But like BYOB, Cigarro, I mean, dude, Question. Question is actually my favorite System of a Down song, like, ever. It is my favorite, hands down, System of a Down song. Next would probably be Aerials, to be honest with you. But
Lost in Hollywood is mine.
Lost in Hollywood's a banger too. Like I said, this album is fucking phenomenal. But dude, the rest of the shit that I've got on my list, I know for a fact I listen to more. And with System of a Down, I love System of a Down, but I don't listen to them nearly as much as I listen to, honestly, any of these bands that I've got. I probably even listen to a couple of my honorable mentions more than I listen to System of a Down. Like, as for like a whole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's a phenomenal album. And I almost put this and Hypnotize together as one of my things on my list, but it would have been number 10, honestly.
Yeah, because, like, well, if I would have done that, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Okay, number 6, Mesmerized by System of a Down. All right, you go.
Number 6, released May 24th, 2005, by a band called Seether. Karma and Effect by Seether. I overplayed the absolute dog shit out of Truth. I'm not even gonna lie, I played that song so fucking much. I had that on repeat. I can't even tell you how many times. But, of course, Remedy's on here. Never Leave, Tongue, I'm the One. There's a bunch of good ones on here. But yeah, it's just fucking banger ass album in my opinion. I love it. It's good stuff, and I still play these songs from time to time nowadays.
Burrito and Because of
Yeah,
Me. Those are my
Burritos.
two favorites off the album.
Yeah, Burrito's really good too. But yeah, Carmen Effect by Seether. My number 6.
Number 5. Released September 26th. Oh god, I'm fighting a sneeze. Shit. Ugh. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, September 26th. Dark Light by him.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and say this is the album where I got into him. The stuff I tried to listen to previously was, I think it was mostly Razor Blade Romance, and it just wasn't clicking. And then a friend of mine, she was like, well, actually, shout out to Leah. She's like, hey, him's going to be at the pageant in St. Louis, and tickets are $10. We're going.
Yeah.
So, yeah, went, saw them live, and it was towards the end of October. I can't remember exactly when, in 2005. But holy hell, just a great show. I bought the album immediately after, and then it clicked all of a sudden. So, like, Vampire Heart, God, so good. A lot of people basically really only know him for Rip Out the Wings of a Butterfly, which I think this is kind of one of the weaker songs on the album. Because then you got Under the Rose, Killing Loneliness, Behind the Crimson Door, Play Dead, Dark Light, Drunk on Shadows. So I know you asked me this question before, and I think I am ready to answer it. Dark Light is a good starting point if somebody is wanting to get into him.
Yeah, I still need to go and listen to some because I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been in a darko mood. It's heavy as fuck, and it's just like it's hitting different right now. So that's all I've been listening to. But I do need to go and listen to some of that because I've been saying I was going to for a while, and I just never got around to it.
Yeah, but I would say start with Dark Light. That's my answer, and I'm locking it in. So number 5, Dark Light by him. Yes.
Okay. My number 5 was released April 12th. Sorry, I'm like bouncing back and forth between my doc and the album so I can actually talk about some of the songs and shit in particular. We're having some internet difficulties, so I'm trying to only use my phone data instead of having to use my computer, just for anybody watching.
Yeah, and okay, now you're moving. I know what your number 4 is, or 5 is. Whoops, sorry.
Do ya?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
Lost and Found by Mudvayne.
Nope. It is...
What?
No, I'm just kidding. It is Lost and Found by Mudvayne. Yes. Lost and Found by Mudvayne, dude. Falling to Sleep, Happy, Forget to Remember was on fucking not Resident Evil, Saw.
Oh,
Dude, the whole fucking album is fantastic. I crank Falling to Sleep and Happy so much, dude. I think Happy, actually, was one of the very first songs that I ever bought on iTunes, actually.
Oh, nice.
It's one of the first ones I ever bought, along with another song, which was the very first song that I bought on iTunes, which we will talk about here in a little bit. It is an honorable mention because, unfortunately, it's really the only song I listen to. I take that back. I listen to like 5 songs by this band, and they're the only 5 songs, and they're not off of the same album, so I didn't feel comfortable putting it on my list. However...
Now I'm curious.
However, that one song in particular, first song I ever bought on iTunes, I have played beyond count. Like, you know how iTunes used to have the little play count next to the fucking thing? This was at the top of my list every single time. It didn't matter, dude. And I got it, fucking played it. It was a promotion. It was a song used for a promotion in a movie that's also one of my favorite movies of all time. But I just never really got into the band. So it's an honorable mention. We'll get to it when we get to it. But, yeah.
I'm very curious now.
Yeah, you might know when you know, but you'll see. But, yeah. And then, of course, Forget to Remember, I also played the shit out of. But yeah, Lost and Found by Mudvayne. That is my number 5.
Okay. All right. Number 4. Released October 4th, 2005. It has already been talked about, and I'm doing it justice by putting it at number 4 instead of number 10. And that's All the Right Reasons by Nickelback.
Hell yeah.
So, bring the hate on. Bring the hate on. No. No, not you. I know.
I was gonna say, you ain't getting hate from me. Dude, I fuck with that album so hard, dude. It's so good.
Yeah. Like, you don't have an album with this many damn singles on it, and it's not a good album. Because just for perspective here, there's 11 songs on this album. 7 of them were singles. Oh, normally you'll get like 3, maybe 4 singles on like a 10 to 11 song thing. No, 7. 7 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Singles. Follow You Home. Fight for All the Right Reasons. Side of a Bullet. Someone That You're With's a fun song. Everybody could shit on Rockstar all they want. Don't care. Piss off. Far Away, I think, is just an amazing ballad. I love that song. Photograph, it's there. It's not as bad as you make it out to be. Animals. Like, this whole album is freaking good, and we've already basically talked about it. Check it out. Number 4, All the Right Reasons, Nickelback.
Nice. Now, my number 4 we also have talked about.
Ooh.
So far away, we wait for the days, and the nights are so wasted and gone.
You're cutting out so bad, so it's like...
Damn it. That was going to be such a cool little fucking intro, but it is released December 28th, 2005. Inhuman Rampage by Dragon Force. Had to do it to him.
These fools don't even know.
Dude, these fools don't even know. When I was flying around Shathra City and the Burning Crusade, blasting Cry for Eternity on my brand new flying mount that I just got, they don't know about that shit, alright? They don't know about that shit. It was a beautiful moment, alright? Oh, dude. Me and my buddy Trey, we would just play WoW, fucking blast this album. I got the special edition album that came with the special, like, behind-the-scenes, like, DVD footage and shit. And, dude, they are some raunchy, just funny-ass motherfuckers, dude. They are hilarious to just, like, watch their shenanigans unfold. It's funny. But, yeah, I love these guys. I love Dragon Force. I love this era of Dragon Force. I am in agreement with Derek on the fact that this is peak Dragon Force by a landslide. Next will probably have to be Ultra Beatdown, and then after that, Sonic Firestorm and Valley of the Damned. But this for sure, like, boom, just one, put them on the map. Through the Fire and Flames, we already talked about till no end, and Operation Ground and Pound. But Cry for Eternity, dude, I listened to the shit out of this song. I listened to the shit out of this album, but that song in particular got me. I don't know what it is. I think it's that opening riff that's just like the really cool kind of off melody that they use that's not quite as similar as what they normally do in this album. But yeah, awesome stuff. Also, if you don't follow Herman Lee on YouTube, do it. Do yourself a favor. Go follow it. Go subscribe to Herman Lee's YouTube channel. He's got a bunch of cool like cameos and stuff with people that he does just like kind of like a podcast thing with, I think. But he was talking with Tim Henson from Polyphia one time. They were just like chilling and like shredding on the guitar for a little while, just like bouncing questions back and forth and shit. But it was cool to see Herman Lee, this legend from early 2000s, even in the 90s, I think, is when Dragon Force started, pair up with somebody that's from today's legendary guitarists and coming together on some just random shredding. It's just amazing. It made me feel like a kid again. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check him out on YouTube. He's fucking great. But yeah, that's my number 4. Inhuman Rampage by Dragon Force.
All right. Number 3, released April 12th, 2005. Lost and Found by Mudvayne.
I knew that was going to be on here somewhere.
Oh, yeah. No, like, I'm not going to stand up or finagle my camera because I'm not going to get it back in the right spot. Take my word for it. The day I graduated high school, I went and got a mudagram tattooed on my right leg.
I can vouch.
Yeah, underneath it says, "Are you fucking happy?" I love that song. It's my second favorite song ever.
Nice.
I get down with it, but the whole album, Determined, Pushing Through, I'm In, Choices, All That You Are, Pulling the String, Just. And one thing I noticed looking on Wikipedia, I didn't realize that the Japanese edition had 2 bonus tracks because I know Small Silhouette was featured on the Masters of Horror compilation, and then I think Goodbye was on either By the People, For the People, or yeah, I think it was on that. But this album, it's just awesome.
Dude,
It's
Pushing Through, man. Oh my god, Pushing Through is just just driving ass song, dude.
yeah, and literally you will be pushing through whatever bullshit you have to deal with when you're listening to that song.
Absolutely.
So yeah, number 3, Lost and Found by Mudvayne.
Nice.
Enjoy.
Man. So we already got Mudvayne and Bullet out of the way, and you threw me a curveball with where you had Mesmer. Actually, you threw me a curveball with Mesmerize being on your list, to be honest with you.
Dude, it's the only album I like by them.
I know, but that's why I didn't think it would be on your top 10. I figured, like, if that's the only album you like by them, it's probably not going to make your top 10. It's just, like, that's the one you like to listen to, you know? Like, if you're going to listen to System of a Down. So I didn't think that was, like, top 10 material. You know what I mean?
Dude.
For you,
Trust
anyway.
me.
But
Yeah. Fucking Young Derek was bumping the fuck out of this album literally all goddamn summer.
And that was your
2005.
And we just did your number 3, right? So it's my number 3 now?
Yeah.
That makes me, like, so curious as to what the fuck you could have for... I mean, I have, like, a slight feeling that I know, but maybe not. Oh, man, you got me on the fence here. But my number 3 was released September 20th, 2005.
I know what it is.
"10,000 Fists" by Disturbed. This is...
I'm gonna pause you right there. Number 2, released September 20th.
Nice.
Disturbed, 10,000 Fists.
Okay, all right, it's all coming together now. All right. This is the album that got me into Disturbed originally because I was a little bit late to the metal party, of course, as far as like the early 2000s stuff goes anyway, because Disturbed, Dragon Force, Slipknot, and Mastodon were headlining the very first metal festival I had ever been to in my life, okay? And I went to see Dragon Force because this is the time period, 2008, I think it was. Maybe 2009. It was the first Mayhem Festival, very first Mayhem Festival, and it was in Virginia Beach, I think, that year. That's where I had seen it anyway. Well, it was a tour. It was everywhere, but that's where I had seen it. And Disturbed, I think, just outdid everybody at that show. I mean, obviously, Slipknot put on a fucking awesome show. Dragon Force, of course, I was just blown away by. I loved them. And I didn't really care for Mastodon all that much at the time. But Disturbed was on a different level. They're just, like, so empowering. It just felt fucking insane to listen to. Just so intense going through my body at the time, being a young teenager, getting into metal finally, and I was able to see a heavy show like that. And they had the fucking 10,000 Fists banner in the background and shit. But, dude, it was wild. It was wild. I loved it. Changed my fucking life forever. That show changed my life forever. And, oh yeah. I had the physical copy of this album. I listened to the absolute shit out of it all the time. I still do to this day. But yeah, dude, 10,000 Fists, of course, but Defy, Stricken, Sons of Plunder, Overburdened, Land of Confusion, Pain Redefined,
Okay.
Avarice, dude. Oh my god, this whole fucking thing.
Okay, you made the same mistake that literally I've been making up until a few months ago. It's not Defy, it's Deify, which is a completely different
Oh,
thing.
you're right. No, you're right. It is Deify.
Yeah.
I spaced
No,
out. My bad.
No, like I legit always thought it was just Defy. I don't know why.
That's because when he says it, he
weird.
sounds like he's saying Defy.
Yeah,
Defy you. That's what it sounds like he's saying.
Yeah, but then it's Deify. Like it's got that Defy.
He says it really quick, yeah. But when you're listening to it, like not paying attention, like it sounds like he's saying Defy. But yeah, dude, it's a fucking amazing song. Decadence, just holy shit. I don't think there's a single song on this album I don't like. Also, going back to Guitar Hero 3, Stricken.
God, yeah, Stricken, like playing that was just so much fun.
Oh yeah,
because it was in seventh set, and I mean it fucking moved. Like
oh yeah,
the solo. I still can't play that solo worth a fucking piss, but man, I love playing the main riff, or even I love playing everything in the song except the damn solo.
yeah, it's fun, dude. It's just a fun song entirely, but yeah, I don't know.
No,
I love this album so much.
I remember the first song that I actually heard off of this album was Guarded. I think they released that before Stricken came out, which the Stricken music video was actually filmed in the hospital where the Nancy's like sleep study takes place in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. So
oh, nice.
Fun little tidbit. But
yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
10,000 Fists, like Sons of Plunder. I mean, God, this album was such a big part of my 2005 because I was a senior and I was going to graduate in 2006. And when I was running for class president, nobody had like thought that, hey, let's print some stuff off, let's put signs up, just as a joke, like let's really get political about this. And so literally what we did was we just took the album cover of 10,000 Fists, took out the whole Disturbed in 10,000 Fists, and everybody back in the day used to call me D-Rack. And it's like, they're voting for D-Rack, are you? And it's just everybody, fist up in the air.
That's awesome.
The people that was running against me were so pissed off because they didn't think to put up signs. And they're like, well, we need to do a recount. Well, fuck your recount. I won.
Nice.
But he had posters and stuff. So what? I still won. It was like
campaign better.
30-8. It was like 30-8. It wasn't like it was close. But yeah. So Jacob's number 3 and my number 2, Disturbed, 10,000 Fists.
Now, that's so weird because I feel like
oh, dude, there's only one option for number 1 when you think about it. What's your number 2?
probably your number 1, honestly. Shit. Hang on. Let me go through my honorable mentions real quick just to make sure I'm not like spacing on something. Or maybe I just forgot.
Before you do your number 2?
Maybe I forgot my whole entire fucking. Maybe I forgot a whole album. Maybe I spaced on an album this year. Okay, my number 2.
If you legit forgot this album, I want you to smack yourself as hard as you possibly can on camera during this podcast.
My number 2 is probably your number 1 then, because this is the only other one that I could think of that's like sticks the fuck out, and it's in my 10 out of 10 playlist that I talk about all the time.
Yep, go ahead, hit me with it.
All right, it was released. When was it released, Derek?
March 15th.
No.
Did you forget an album?
Oh my god, hang on.
Did you forget an album that's going to cause you to bitch slap yourself in front of everybody?
What? Hang on.
Oh my god. Or hold on, let me Chandler Bing that up. Oh my god. I am very, very confused.
I am also very confused because that is not... Unless I typed in the wrong date. Hang on. No. Mine's June 6th, 2005.
Oh god. I know what your number 2 is then.
Yeah, it's City of Evil by Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah. Sorry, I just revealed to everybody the date of our collective number 1.
No, it can't be because you already said my number 1. So I must have forgotten an album then.
Oh, you're gonna bitch slap yourself.
Unless it's in my fucking honorable mentions. Hang on.
Oh, there is no way it's in your honorable mentions. You forgot. If it's in your honorable mentions, you're still slapping yourself. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't...
But
I don't see anything else that stands out past my number 1, that's for sure.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about
hang on.
the City of Evil.
Hang on. Because this might change my fucking number 1. Hang on. I'm freaking out right now. Hang on.
Man, I cannot wait to watch you slap yourself. Like,
okay.
I'm talking power slap. Like, you might want to go get some powder.
Okay,
out of the bathroom.
It can't be. It can't be.
Next Friday yourself.
It can't be Kill Switch.
Nope.
Because Kill Switch did not have an album.
Next year.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. Oh,
you
fuck.
You forget a big one.
Hang on.
Did you forget a big one?
Did I forget a big one?
Oh,
my fucking god. Okay. I forgot a real big one. Oh my god, I forgot a real big one. Holy shit, I forgot a real big one. Oh my god, I forgot a real big one. Oh my god, I forgot a real big one because I thought it released in 2006.
No, a real fan would have known a different album released in 2006, a far inferior one.
I, like, shifted everything. Okay, alright. So.
Slap yourself.
Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is, we're gonna have to push everything back. Nickelback just got taken off of my list, sorry. That's not it's not my number 10 anymore. Because now my number 1 is that. And my number 3 would be City of Evil. Yep, Nickelback's gonna have to cut... Yeah, no, we're gonna have to cut that off. Because there's no other way to do this. So Flyleaf would be my number 10. Because that's my number 1, easy. Fuck me, I don't even know what I was thinking. City of Evil is my number 3, by a landslide. We can talk about that real quick for a second. Because City of Evil is a banger, but... How did I fucking miss that? How did I miss that? Oh my god. But, of course, Beast and the Harlot, Seize the Day, Sidewinder, The Wicked End, Strength of the World, Thrash and Scattered, Bad Country, obviously. Also, I forgot to mention, this is not on... I mentioned that this is on my 10s playlist. It's not. Because I'm not a huge fan of Betrayed. I'm not a huge fan of The Wicked End or MIA. I like them. They're good songs. This album's still a banger. I still love most of the album by a landslide. Especially Trash and Scattered, sorry. Fucking awesome song. Kind of underrated, if you ask me. But, yeah, it's a great album by Avenged Sevenfold. Love it. Good stuff. Obviously, I'm pretty sure this is the album that got me into Avenged Sevenfold to begin with. Yeah. So, my number 2, is seeing as how we already fucking talked about it, is The Poison by Bullet for My Valentine. Because I listened to the absolute shit out of this album. To the point where I saved this, I'm pretty sure. And if it's not in this box, I have it in a different box somewhere. Oh, yep, there it is.
loves this album so much that it just got demoted from 1 to 2 in a heartbeat.
Only because of the album I fucking forgot. That's for sure. But I used to wear this shit. I'm not even kidding you.
Man, you're so fucking cool. It's unreal.
I was edgy as fuck. Yeah, I had a bullet.
Wearing the jewelry.
Oh yeah, dude. I had this. I had like I still have multiple Bullet shirts, but the Poison was easily the album that got me into Bullet as well, which it was most of the time, or most of the people that listen to Bullet. But at one point, I had everything from Fever and before. Everything from Fever and before Fever. I had everything they had ever made on my iPod. I had every album they had ever made. I had every demo. I had every live album they had recorded. I had all the Jeff Killed John stuff. I had all their EPs and stuff with like the Hand of Blood shit. I had all their covers. Anything Bullet had put out before Fever, and including Fever, I had on my iPod. I fucking loved these guys, and it was all because of the Poison. And I think it still holds up, and hopefully. And oh my god, that makes me pissed off that I fucking forgot my number one, because the tour that just got fucking announced. Oh my god, dude, literally a 20th anniversary fucking tour with these two fucking albums. How did I fucking do that?
You didn't slap yourself hard enough either, by the way.
Don't worry.
You keep adding more reasons to like really, like, it's gonna turn into a punch here pretty quick if you keep dousing it in gas.
I'm gonna go give myself a swirly after this. Just let me die in peace. All right, fuck me, dude. How in the hell did I forget one of my favorite albums of all time? Not just from 2005, but of all time, one of them came out in 2005 when they just announced a fucking tour. Anyway, all right. Spoiler alert, but I guess I won't say it until we go on. But Jesus Christ, man, let's go ahead and talk about some fucking honorable mentions. Unless you had something to say about City of Evil. God damn it! Or the Poison again, I guess, because we brought it up. But
well, yeah, Poison. Already talked about it. It's awesome. City of Evil. I'll be honest with you. I never really liked that album like that much. Like, it took me forever to like Backcountry. I find that song annoying. Beast and the Harlot, awesome. Burn It Down, awesome. Seize the Day, awesome. But the rest of the album, I should mention Sidewinder. I like those songs, but as a whole, my friend Leah, she was like, hey, you need to check out this band. They sound like Guns N' Roses. I was like, ooh, I'm intrigued. And I listened to them, and I was like, no, just hard fucking no.
Yeah, not even fucking close.
Even though there was one song, it was on Hail to the King, where they tried to sound like different bands for every single song and then tell people, no, we're not trying to sound like Metallica or Megadeth or anything like that. There is a song they sound just like Guns N' Roses on that. City of Evil.
Maybe guitar-wise, like their guitar tones are similar, but maybe. Like
I don't know.
Overall, they don't sound like Guns N' Roses though by any other means. I will say that Beast and the Harlot though,
it's a banger.
Beast and the Harlot, dude. The Rev just fucking cooks those drums, man. I'm not even kidding you. Probably some of the best drum work that he's ever done. And he's done some amazing drums. He's one of my favorite drummers. But, dude, Beast and the Harlot, just go, if you can just, like, hone in on the drums or some shit, holy shit, dude. The dude is going ham on them drums, dude. Melted through that drum kit. It's amazing. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But love it. How the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. Quit bitching. Let's hit some honorable mentions.
I'm so pissed.
I will let you go first with your honorable mentions because I know I have more.
Okay. All right. So I got Something to Be by Rob Thomas. Fight me in the comments. I don't care. Fucking love it, dude. It's a fucking banger, dude. Move Along by the All American Rejects. Yeah, no, it is a fucking good. It's a great album. Something to Be by Rob Thomas, fucking banger. Hang on. I gotta check something real quick. Just to make sure. Oh, yeah. This is the one.
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty bad right now.
Lonely No More. Obviously. Come on. Dude, Toby and I will sing that song together every single time it comes on. It's such a damn good song. I love it. But I fuck with Rob Thomas so much. But anyway, Move Along by the All American Rejects. I just scrolled way too far. All We Know Is Falling by Paramore. Welcome to Jamrock by Damian Marley. Roadrunner United by the All-Star Sessions. Or it is by various artists, sorry. Roadrunner United, the All-Star Sessions. And
I forgot about Roadrunner United.
Yeah, and the reason I thrown this on here, well, it's an awesome album, but
oh yeah.
But I didn't realize that Matt Heafy, who we'll talk about in a fucking second, was on this album. I didn't realize that he had a song on here until like I made this list.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't know that, but I was like, holy shit. I was like doing research for this list and I seen that and I was like, huh, interesting. Okay.
Well, not surprised. I mean, you forgot he was on that album. And you forgot them completely. I saved you from looking like a moron.
Yeah, you did.
Big time.
Oh, man. I owe you a fucking beer. Holy shit.
I don't drink.
I owe you a milk. I don't know.
Nice can of sody pop.
All right, fair. That's fair. From Under the Cork Tree by Fall Out Boy. Why do I keep scrolling? God damn it. From Under the Cork Tree by Fall Out Boy. Chapter V by Stained. Ghost Reveries by Opeth. Extreme Behavior by Hander was on here. And A Fever You Can't Sweat Out by Panic at the Disco. For obvious reasons, I played the shit out of I Write Sins, Not Tragedies way too much, more than I probably should have. But the last one I will mention is the very first song that I ever bought on iTunes. It was a promotion for the movie 9. However, was never in the movie at all, which sucked, but it was in the trailer. And it was off of the album Good Apollo, I'm Burning Star 4 by Coheed and Coheed and Cambria, sorry. And that song is, of course, Welcome Home. It is a banger. I still have that on multiple playlists. I will still add it to multiple playlists to this day. I don't know what it is about that song, but it just sounds so fucking cool. Everything about it, the melody, the drive of the song, the lyrics, the sound of the guitar tone, like all of it just fits together in this really weird package that just works so fucking well, and I love the shit out of it. And there's only like 4 other songs that I even like by Coheed and Cambria. They're not my cup of tea. Sorry for anybody that's a Coheed and Cambria fan, but dude, not my shit. All right, but that song, holy fuck, I will listen to it all day, every day, and never get sick of it. I know all the lyrics. It's a banger. But again, the album as a whole, I wouldn't have put in my list, even though that song could have easily made this list by itself.
Yeah, and also easily the best song in Rock Band, like, period.
Oh, yeah. By a landslide.
Like, all. Yeah. 100%. Okay, so my honorable mention. Some of the ones that were already mentioned. Korn, See You on the Other Side. Avenged, City of Evil. Stain, Chapter 5, which, God, that, yeah. Seether, Karma and Effect.
Okay.
Karma and Effect did nothing for me. Like, disclaimer and disclaimer too.
Yeah, same. They weren't as big for me either, but I still listened to the shit out of a lot of the songs that were on there.
Yeah, and I do have Coheed, Good Apollo, I'm Burning Star 4, Volume 1, which has Welcome Home on it.
Yep. Yep.
But then some other ones. Creator, Enemy of God, Three Doors Down, 17 Days, Armor for Sleep, What to Do When You Are Dead, 9 Inch Nails, With Teeth, Dream Theater, Octavarium, Static X, Start a War, Dope, American Apathy, Cold, A Different Kind of Pain, 30 Seconds to Mars, A Beautiful Lie, Trapped, Someone in Control, and Story of the Year, In the Wake of Determination. Okay, so I've got 2 other categories. Real quick. Worst EP of the year, which goes to, and I don't take any pleasure in saying this, The Unquestionable Truth, Part 1 by Limp Bizkit. Just,
Okay.
no. Like, God, no. I'm glad we never got a Part 2. That's how bad Part 1 was. But then just under, I couldn't even think of a category, but I wanted to talk about this album. Just WTF. But what the fuck? Released November 20th, the same day as the Xbox 360. Hypnotized by System of a Down. And the only reason it's on here is because I love Mesmerize that much, but Hypnotize is fucking garbage. Like, I hate that album. I guess WTF you could just say worst album of the year, and it is Hypnotize. I hated it. So when you said it's like, oh, I put them together, it's like, man, that would completely drop it out of my top 10 altogether, and probably
I like
Mesmerize. Hypnotize.
I like Mesmerize a lot more, just because it does have some of my favorite System of a Down songs ever on it. But I love the self-titled song Hypnotize. I just love the shit out of it.
No,
Why
I make fun
don't you ask the kids at Tenement Square? I
I
love it, dude. It's so
I make fun of that song in Lonely Day, and the rest of it is like.
I also love Lonely Day a lot.
One thing that sucks is they actually had like a full version of Soldier Side, but because it was on Hypnotize, it was and not as good as, like, I'll take the intro to Soldier Side on Mesmerize over the whole song. Like, I don't know. Hated Hypnotize. So yeah, it's worst album of the year. Hypnotize. System of a Down. Now, we have come to the end of our list. And we have a collective number 1. So there is no arguing for who number 1 is. Jacob still needs to slap himself with the force of 1,000 suns right now. Because released March 15th, 2005, a little band called Trivium dropped Ascendancy on us all. Now, yeah, I can't. That sounds like sex noises. Stop that.
That's because it was so good.
No, you should feel shame, not sex noises.
I am fucking
Rain.
so pissed off that I forgot that.
Hey, guys, comment down below what you think Jacob needs to do as punishment for forgetting. Because, like, anybody can forget, like, a 10 through 6. Anybody can. Number 1, though. Number 1. The most important. You forgot.
Yep. No, I'm taking that one for sure. I'm taking that one.
Punishment.
I'm taking that one with no lube, dude. I don't even care. I deserve it.
Good.
God damn it.
Good. I'm glad we agree. But no, the first song I actually ever heard by Trivium was A Gunshot to the Head of Trepidation, and even at the time, I still wasn't like completely into it. Their next album got me into them a little bit more, but then by next year, so 2006, I'm more into screaming, and it flips drastically because I then love Ascendancy. I will say this is my favorite Trivium album. So just the fact that the Poisoned Ascendancy tour is going to happen is awesome. We will be talking more about Bullet and Trivium closer to... I want to wait until we get U.S. dates.
Yeah, same. I agree.
That's because... Yeah. But
we can
I'll
even...
let Jacob...
Dude, we could even do an episode... we could do a double episode for that one if you want. If you want to commit to possibly taking some videos for me or whatever, you could send them to me and we can upload just a video of our experiences at each one of our tours on each side of the state, as each side of the country.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun to do.
I will definitely do that. But yeah, Jacob, go ahead and talk about Ascendancy a little bit.
Dude, I love this album so much. Pull Harder on the Strings of Your Martyr. Dude, Peyton and I did an episode of the On Thin Ice podcast, which if nobody There's Checked Out That, by the way. You should check that out as well. It's my other podcast. With my buddy Peyton. We had an episode where we talked about what our autobiographies would be like and what we would call our autobiographies. Or our biographies, not autobiographies. What we would call our biographies. And I literally titled mine Drowned and Torn Asunder.
Wow, not depressed or anything.
Exactly. But it's funny because if you look at the thumbnail, it's literally what my biography cover would be and what Peyton's biography cover would be. And mine says on the left side, it says Drowned and Torn Asunder, and it's a bright green color. It's really pretty. And it's got a picture of me laying in a kiddie pool, smiling with my sunglasses on, and Willow is like just chilling in the kiddie pool with me. And I'm happy as fuck. But I'm in a kiddie pool, but it's called Drowned and Torn Asunder. Anyway, it was funny, play on words, but yeah, I fucking love this album. Everything about it, literally through and through. It's in my 10s playlist for sure. There's no skippable song on here. For the longest time, I was not huge on this album for a while. But
oh yeah, I remember.
But and I never hated it, but it just wasn't like in my vision, you know. I had liked Shogun more by a landslide for the longest time. Shogun was my Trivium album, easy.
Yeah, I would say just so everybody's aware, we legit got in arguments over this back in the day.
Yeah,
Shogun versus Ascendancy.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, they're both fucking bangers, and no one can deny that. But my favorites definitely go back and forth between the two of these now. Like Shogun and Ascendancy are always battling for my favorite spot all the time, as far as Trivium albums go, anyway. And yeah, it's good stuff. Also, the end of everything, the intro is also just fucking sick. It's just a really cool ass intro.
And then just right into Rain. Just
yeah.
God, yeah.
Good stuff, man. It's good stuff through and through. I love every second of it. But no skip album, Ascendancy by Trivium, released in 2005. I'm a fucking idiot. I cannot wait for the Poisoned Ascendancy tour to hit the States. I am pumped about it. My number 1 and my number 2 spots are going to be touring together. Two of the most influential bands in my entire music listening life touring together, with two of the albums that have almost shaped the kind of shit that I enjoy in music. I mean, it's beautiful. It's good stuff. This tour was literally made for me. I cannot fucking wait for it, and we'll be discussing that at a later date for sure. But
oh yeah,
I'll be there though. You bet your ass. And I'm not gonna have a voice for like fucking multiple days after that. I can tell you that right now.
So, do you want to go ahead and list off your top 10 one more time since it kind of changed?
Yeah, I'll do that.
a little bit.
Okay. So, my number 10 now would be Flyleaf by Flyleaf. Then, my number 9, Are You Dead Yet by Children of Bodom. Number 8, See You on the Other Side by Korn. Number 7, Carbon Effect by Seether. Number 6, Lost and Found by Mudvayne. Number 5, Inhuman Rampage by Dragon Force. Number 4, 10,000 Fists by Disturbed. Number 3, City of Evil by Avenged Sevenfold. The Poison, Bullet for My Valentine is number 2. And number 1, Ascendancy by Trivium.
Yes. And
honestly,
yeah.
hang on a second. I'm gonna do
through really loud all of a sudden.
Really? Is it better now?
I think it's on my end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. It just and I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm gonna do something I wouldn't normally do, but because I had a major fuck up, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change my number 8 to All the Right Reasons by Nickelback and take Korn out.
Oh my god, are you set on a list yet?
That's my list. That's my list right there. That's it. Because I'll be honest, I listen to All the Right Reasons way more than I listen to See You on the Other Side. But the other ones I feel like are in a good spot. I feel like those are in a good spot, yeah.
All right, so real quick, my top 10. Number 10, Theory of a Dead Man, Gasoline. Number 9, Dragon Force, Inhuman Rampage. Number 8, Hinder, Extreme Behavior. Number 7, Bullet for My Valentine, The Poison. Number 6, System of a Down, Mesmerize. Number 5, Him, Darklight. Number 4, Nickelback, All the Right Reasons. Number 3, Mudvayne, Lost and Found. Number 2, Disturbed, 10,000 Fists. And number 1, without a shadow of a doubt, Ascendancy by Trivium.
Oh, it's so good. So
Collective
good.
number 1. I knew it.
I knew it. I knew it too, even though I forgot it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you almost forgot to remember.
Nice. Nice. That was a good callback to a Mudvayne album we just talked about.
Yeah, wait, hold on a second. I've got something for that. All right, there.
You were just waiting for wait for it.
I really hope that went through and will be in the recording.
I heard it on my end, so probably.
Yes.
That's awesome.
All right.
Man, what a fucking year, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, 2005 out of the entire decade was the hardest to do. A lot of good stuff. The next few, it's a lot of great albums, but the years going on, they have like clear-cut number ones, whereas this, like I said, 8 albums out of my top 10 were number 1 at one point in time.
Yeah.
So
this year was a banger year for music in general.
Yeah.
It's weird because this one, like I said, there's a couple songs in my honorable mentions that could have made my list individually, but because I didn't listen to like the full albums very much, I didn't think it would be right. Like Lonely No More by Rob Thomas, dude. I listen to that shit still today. All the fucking time, dude. I love that song.
Oh, yeah.
It's a banger.
Or I think this was off of the same album. This Is How the Heart Breaks!
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's so good. But I don't know. I listened to a lot of... And Welcome Home, of course, by Coheed and Cambria.
Oh, yeah. If we did just top 10 songs, which would be impossible to do from 2005,
dude.
Welcome Home would be number 2, without a doubt.
I'd have Welcome Home up there, yeah. Very, very high up. I'm not sure if I could put it... Ooh, wow, yeah, that would be hard. Yeah, I could probably put it in number 2.
Yeah, well, I mean, Happy would be number 1. You don't tattoo song lyrics on your leg and then completely forget to put it on your top 10 list or anything.
You're getting both of them. You're getting both of them right now. You son of a bitch.
So, guys, that's 2005. What's your list? Let us know. And also, don't forget to put those punishments for Jacob down in the bottom because we really need to know. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell so you know when we put new videos out. Then you can listen to us ramble.
Absolutely. And you can
Yeah.
listen to me forget about some of my favorite albums of all time.
If you forget like a number, like your number, we'll say anything in the top 3 for 2006, you're gonna punch yourself in the nuts.
Dude, after this, I'm gonna be going through with a fine-tooth comb for the rest of my list, dude. I'm gonna go through this bitch with a fucking lice comb, dude. I'm not even kidding.
I put the fear of God in him now.
God, man,
he'll be ready.
Blows my mind how I did that shit. Holy fuck. But anyway, thank you all for watching. We actually didn't discuss what we were doing next week, but we will make it a surprise. So, stay tuned for that next week on Friday.
Gotta wait and see.
Yep. But in the meantime, we've got 20-something episodes already cooked. They're in the oven, ready for you to take them out and enjoy. So go ahead and hit up the rest of our catalog while you're waiting. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.
Have a good one.